Hello and welcome back to another episode here on Kinlaig. We're over here checking the sawmill first. We have one full pallet there and 445 litres of the next pallet. It was just a kind of couple bits of trees we took down, and now we've got to keep them high because we need to remember there's a workshop here, so we can't just have them dangling very low. So we need to keep them right up the top of the wire, or the yarder, I don't know what you call the top bit actually, the winch, maybe a winch. Yeah, we forgot about that when we put the building down. However, it works, so we're just going to leave it like that and just remember to keep them very high up, or very winched up. But we still need another 55 litres, although another one won't be produced, and we can take it up to the castle because it needs 1500 litres. But we need to wait until this 445 litre pallet. No, sorry, that's wood beams. 955 litres of long planks. Yeah, 956 litres. So we've only got 50 litres to go, and we'll have the second pallet. We could take that straight up to the castle, so that is fantastic. We did get a few things washed up, parked up as well. The combine, I think the cultivator's ready, the plough as well. The only thing we have done is we've worked out the chickens with the feed. We are definitely going to run out, but first up we are going to sell 15 Angus cows that are 36 months. There we go. Another 6 months we can get rid of another 15 of the Limousin cows. I just hope that they bring in another set of Limousin once I sell these, and then work back and forth between them. But 15 Angus cows, £3,500 each, 51,000 in total with the 1,500 transport fee. So we'll sell 15 of them. That's 51,000. Fantastic. That puts us up to 214,000 in the bank. Now the chickens, we did a bit of calculations with this. And we also, just before I started recording, we took down, it was earlier this morning, we took down all the flour we had, and we picked up fish feed, took it back up to our breeding facility and put them in there. That's going to keep it going for a while. There's now 10,300 litres in there. But we still need to buy a little bit every month just to keep this topped up, because we can't produce enough of what we're using. But because we're producing more than enough young salmon, I think we can get away with stopping the production now and then when it gets low and let the feed catch up. But we've got 10,700 litres extra in there that we don't need, which is fine. The sawmill's still producing long planks. We're not far away now from taking up the next load. These guys are still plenty fighting for feed. That's good. Still got 40,000 litres of grain to process at the grain mill. And the stonemason, still plenty of big stones, although we don't need them actually. At least not now, but I am going to keep producing them so we've got them on hand in case the castle suddenly needs a mass amount of big stones, because I think they will do later on. There's still another side of it to even start building and refurbishing, so we're probably going to need a lot of stones yet. They're still good for water. And obviously we're keeping an eye on soybeans. Once soybeans gets to 0, which I think will be well before the canola oil, then we have to stop this production and wait for soybeans next year, which we're going to be planting in 2 months, I believe. So back to this. They need a mix of TMR and a bale or 2 of straw. They'll get the remainder of the TMR and water. These guys, we've worked out we can sell this first 2 sets now, reduce the feed, but we're still not going to make what we've got last until we can do barley again, because we haven't got barley in the fields. However, they can eat wheat, so whatever we produce extra with wheat, we can use that, which is a bonus. But it will take around £9,000 per day in feed from the store to feed what we have here in a full pen, and they'll produce £13,600 per day of eggs, or 10,200 at the lowest price. So we're only making £1,200-ish from the eggs if we do buy the feed from the store. But we can use wheat, and we're going to have a lot of wheat because this is still producing. We've still got 40,000 litres to produce, and the flour we've currently got, after taking it all down this morning, we're back up to 12,000 litres of flour. So we're going to have an excess of flour, so we won't need all that wheat that we come to harvest, which is going to be in July. So at the worst case, we're going to have maybe 2 months where we're using store feed and then back onto our wheat. So we don't really need to sell them at the moment, although we could if we wanted to. But I think the best thing to do just now is I'm going to go and get this tractor ready, because there will be a second pallet fairly soon. We'll take that up to the castle. Other than that, there's not really anything to do for today, really. Yeah, it's kind of a boring month, that December, January, February. Very boring, just kind of waiting for things to happen. But I'm going to get this loaded up, wait for that next pallet. We're going to take it up to the castle and see how much we get for that as well. Right, I need to go and get the... What am I looking to get? Ah, yeah, telehandler. That was just a really early morning moment, that. Right, we'll change over from the bucket, because in fact what we could do is we're going to go and get some feed over to the chickens now, because they are, I think they were kind of low. Yeah, we'll do that first. We'll feed the chickens and then we can focus on bringing that 2 pallets up to the castle. So we're going to go get that done now, and we'll see you in a little bit. Well, that's us up here at the castle with that 2 pallets of long planks. We'll get them in. It's £12,356. And the next one, it doesn't say what we need, but we do have... Still got 13, almost 14,000 of wood beams and 36,000 litres of castle stones, but then they're going to need to repair this too as well once they've finished this side. So I'd imagine they're still going to need some castle stones. But I don't know what the next stage is in the building. I would imagine the planks are for framing of some sort, because the exterior looks like it's kind of done, I would say. At least on this section that they're working on. So I think it's maybe framing, then potentially roof tiles next for that side. And once that's finished, they'll move on to this side, I would presume. But I think we can do roof tiles with that stonemason, yes. So we can do roof shingles, which is the same input, slightly less of an output. Even more cost per month as well. But yeah, so that's probably the next stage, I think. Maybe a lot more planks. We've got long planks, we'll probably need short planks, maybe some more wood beams, but as I say, we've already got 13, almost 14,000 litres of wood beams in there already, so I think that will be okay for now. We can get away with just leaving that. I think for the chickens, we will potentially, because it's still a good price kind of this month, we're going to wait out this month, sell the first 2 sets of 200. So we're going to sell the oldest 400 chickens at the end of today, and we'll take the eggs down to sell. That should reduce our feed just a little bit, because once they hit that 6 months, I think that's them on maximum feed, because they're at maximum value, I think. But with the working out I did, we're going to run dry anyway, but if we can sell a few, they're going to make their way back with, we're going to get new chicks fairly quickly anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference if we sell them today or tomorrow. They're going to come back very quickly, which is kind of good. Well, it'll keep the egg production high, and it'll kind of slow down their feed intake just a little bit. But for today, I think, because the temperature is still 5 degrees, we're not freezing, I think I'm going to go and throw down some manure that we've got. The fields fertilised, 17 and 16. The cows have been topped up here with TMR and water. The Angus and Limousine cows have also been topped up with TMR and straw as well. These guys have just had enough feed to keep them going, but we're going to sell the oldest 2 sets of 200, which will be this one's here. We can sell 200 a go, so that's £4,000. We'll sell that ones, and we'll also sell, I believe, these ones as well. Another 4,000. It's £1,000 in transport as well. Sell them. I think we'll get rid of these ones. Yeah, there's 10 there. We'll get rid of them. That's £190, but we're also going to take in, we had 10 before, so we're going to replace them with another 10. That means we'll get 2 sets of 200 back in, probably starting next month, because we have a set at 9 months and 7 months. And then next month, no, it won't be this month, it will be next month. So February we're going to get another set of 200, and in March we're going to get another set of 200, because these will be 9 months by then. And then we would have had another set, because these would then be 7 months by the second month's time. But that's not how it works. So now we should have a little less feed until next month. And then the month after we are going to be back up to where we are just now. Right, eggs. Let's take a look at the sell point. Still showing Goldcrest Valley. We're going to try find the next one, because we're not going to mess around with the train. Yeah, it is coming down. It just keeps coming down all the way into March at the lowest price. So whatever one is best, which was Goldcrest Valley here at 3,300. Our next best one is the Bakery, 3,200. So we'll go for the Bakery. Let's tag that place. Not 100% sure what it is. Let's see on the mini map here. Oh, we've never been there before. Right, okay, that must be at the houses before we take the left-hand turn with the lights. It's always on red. Right, we're going to head down there, get this sold. We'll meet you down there in just a second, see how much all of this sells for. So, we'll see you there in just a second. Well, it's going to be somewhere in here, and it's a one-way as well. But we'll have to get used to this. Straight on. Oh, it's nice and easy to come in. There's not really any silly kind of back roads or little narrow streets. Right, let's get lined up, get all of these sold in one go as I take out all the bushes. Right, we should get it there. So 9,000 litres of eggs, £29,547. That's good. That just adds to our total for today. So in 264,000 in the bank now. I don't think there's anything else to do for today. We've kept the animals topped up, we've sold some chickens. Yeah, there's nothing to do for them. Let's check the productions quickly. Fish food factory still good. We're going to have an enormous amount of flour because we're still working through sorghum. It is now in the red, but we've still got 34,000 litres to get rid of. Quarry is still good with water. They've got plenty of big stones. We do need to check the castle. We have, let's check here first for feed and young salmon. They're fine. Probably tomorrow we could sell some young salmon because there's going to be a surplus again, so we could maybe get rid of that tomorrow. They're still producing long planks. Where are we here? Well, 710 litres, that's not much. So we need to check the castle tomorrow at some point and see what it needs. And this is the one way, so this is going to be the issue now, is trying to get out. It looks okay. We've got another couple sell points there as well. That's not too bad. Not as bad as when you're actually in Kinlaig in the village and it's really tight streets. Right, we're going to head back over to the farm, jump into tomorrow, and we'll see you there. Probably, as I said, likely, very likely to sell some young salmon and kind of see what else there is to do. So we'll see you in the morning. Check what the castle has as well. Well, we're up bright and early this morning. It is cold and there is snow in the forecast, and it's meant to snow from midday till probably midnight again. So not ideal for doing anything. It's still quite cold just now. It says -3 there, but we've got, oh, -4, yeah. A high of 4 degrees and then a low again tonight of -4 into 12 degrees tomorrow, which is good because we're planting tomorrow. Animals are still all good. Yeah, they have eaten a bit of feed actually, but there is no chicks today, which is a bit weird. But that's fine, we can work with that. We'll need to take fish food to the young fish breeding. We completely forgot about that when we skipped forward time. We thought we had plenty in there. We've now got under 1,000 litres left. So we do need to go down to the fish food factory, pick up what's there, take it over to the young fish breeding. Then I think we're going to leave the quarry stones and that just now, because I don't know if we're going to need more, but we'll leave it running so that it is producing castle stones. We've got 12,000 litres of them now and 14,000 litres of big stones. So we have enough to keep us going. Grain mill, we've still got that being produced, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a load down to the fish food factory, because we should have quite a bit actually stored here because it goes through it really quickly. Flour, you have 24,000 litres of it. So we're going to take that down, get ready and take the flour down to the fish food factory, pick up the fish food, take it back up to the breeding. But we checked the sale and there is something in it that we could use. I seen that initially and I thought, wow, that's good, 52,000 litre capacity, but it's a 3-axle. I think it's just a bit too big for here. The Massey would pull it no problem. I think the Valtra would pull it, but there is this, and this is going to be much better for moving castle stones. I think it's just a much more heavy duty trailer, and it means with the ramps on the back as well, when we go up to move stuff with the logs, we don't have to drive the telehandler up there on its own. We can load this on, so it's got 2 uses as well. So I think we're going to get it. It says spare wheel, but I'm not sure where. Is it under the back or the sides? I think it's on this side. Yeah. It's only £500. We'll get that. So that's £30,327. We don't need to do any changes with it. We'll just leave it as it is. Yeah, we'll purchase that. Right. So that's a new vehicle. We'll use that later on. Where am I going? Need to go around this way to get the flour. So we'll get that home some point. In fact, you know what we could do? I'm just trying to think. With the seeds we've got, we've only got 2 bags of seeds and we're going to be seeding tomorrow. So I think we'll leave the trailer there. We'll buy seeds tomorrow, go down with a tractor and no trailer, and pick that up there with all the seeds. Take it back up here and just get that used for the first day. So I'm going to go and load the flour up, take it down to the fish food factory, see how much fish food we've actually got there. So we'll get this loaded up and we'll see you down there in a second to see how much fish food we've got and how much we need to actually buy. Well, that's just down at the fish food factory and it doesn't look like there's much pallets, but there's 5 there, so that's 10,000 litres. That should keep us going for most of today. And we have 24,000 litres of flour going in. So now what does that put us at? That must be very close to the limit, because I think it's 80,000 litres. Yeah, so we've only got 20,000 litres left. And we've still got 24,000 litres to produce. It does lose a little bit, so yeah, we've got enough room to have all that sorghum processed and in. But to be honest, we don't need any grains next year, I think, or this year even. So the barley that we do harvest, if we do get the other field, we can keep for the chickens, and the wheat that we've grown can keep for the chickens too, because the wheat is going to be harvested first, I believe. Barley is in June. No, July for wheat. Right, okay, so we do need the barley field to keep them going, because I think we're going to have May we need to buy more feed. And saying that though, we've still got 43,000 litres left. I must have miscalculated somehow, because we should have around half of that left. That's weird. Well, it's what it is, so we'll go with it. We should have enough then. Even to not buy that field of barley, which is field 11. So we might just get away with it. But we do need to take that over to the fish breeding because we've only got 700 litres left. I think we'll maybe have a run up and check the castle. We'll leave the trailer there. We need to go and get that forklift. We'll need to also take some salmon down. What are we at for young salmon? 14,000 litres, that's fine. Right, we're going to set this one to storing, and that'll put them all out into the little area. We'll get them loaded up and take them back down here. I think it's only here, the fish market, isn't it, for young salmon? I'm pretty sure it's just the fish market. It is, yes. Right, and we'll get them all sold, see how much we make from that, check the castle, and kind of wait for the snow, really. There's nothing else to do for today. We'll probably skip into the afternoon and see if the snow does lie. And see if there is anything else to do, but more than likely not. Check the seal. Oh, there is another one. It's too small, 123 horsepower. Yeah, that's not really got any job on the farm. We already have a small tractor. We have said about getting another one, but because we've got two big tractors now, I don't think we need two small ones. Right, we'll get the fish feed loaded up anyway because they are going to be out of food very soon. So let's get that loaded up and we'll see you in a little bit. Well, here we are up at the castle. There is a few planks up now on top of there. So it is using them. I just wonder how much is left for the next stage. That's the tractor that was shown. I wonder why it said 7%. So we've got wood beams. Alright, we've already got 11,000 litres of wood beams in, so it's using that. We've got 500 litres of planks left, 36,000 litres of castle stones, which is good. But now we need roof shingles as well. So, now that we need roof shingles, let's change the stonemason. We are going to briefly deactivate castle stones, so everything goes into roof shingles. So they are going to be made now. That should keep that going for a little bit longer. I don't know, it doesn't look like we can get in anywhere because all the scaffolding is kind of right across all the doorways, I believe. Yeah. So we can't get in yet, but when the scaffolding does go and we've completed one bit and move into the next, we'll have a run round through it and see what it's like from the inside, because at the moment I think it's just going to be it's just a kind of shell. Oh, there is some flooring going down, look. They're making a start for flooring. I don't know why they would do that since the snow is due and there's no roof on. Right, let's go back down. We're going to take the salmon, it is loaded up. Take the salmon down to the sell point at the fish market and probably jump into tomorrow. In fact, no, we won't. We are going to jump into later on today, see if we can get some. We just need 5,000 litres, which I'm assuming is just 5 pallets of that roof shingles. We'll take them up to the castle and get that bit started. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Well, here we are with 14,000 litres of young salmon. We'll see how much this is going to get us here. I didn't even check to see how much it would be. £45,697, that's good. That puts us back up to 267,335 in the bank. And now we're going to skip forward a little bit of time, I think. We're going to see the snow and hopefully get some shingles loaded up. But what we could do is, because that shingles are going to be fairly heavy, I think it would be a good idea to move some castle stones. That was a red light and the guy's crossing. He just glitched out as well. He disappeared and reappeared. Yeah, we're going to get that new trailer. We'll probably leave this one. Yeah, we're going to need seeds tomorrow, so we'll leave this one down at the shop, pick up our new trailer and go move some castle stones, and then fast forward a bit of time and see if we can take some roof shingles up. But I did notice there is still Christmas decorations up and it's February. There's also some on the roof as well. It's great how it changes with the seasons. You get the Halloween stuff and then you get the Christmas lights in December as well. They should be down now though, it is February. Right, let's go pick up this new trailer and we'll move some castle stones. And we maybe won't jump through into tomorrow. We'll probably finish up this episode with the roof shingles. So we'll hopefully get enough pallets of them later on today that we can get them moved up. So we'll see you in a little bit for moving some castle stones and some roof shingles. Well, that's what's up at the castle now. It is almost 9 o'clock at night. The snow is still falling, but it's not lying yet. And there is some progress here at the castle. They are starting to use the wood beams now, just put up the framing and I assume ready for this roof shingles. There's still another 2 pallets of roof shingles, but it does take quite a bit of time to make it, so we've just stopped it now. Well, we've kept the production running, but we've just picked up the 3 pallets. Plus 12 pallets of castle stones as well, so let's see how much that is going to fetch us here. Oh, it doesn't take any more castle stones. That's interesting. Look, I'm assuming 36,000 litres is maximum capacity. Right. What do we do with the castle stones now? Oh, that's not ideal. Well, we're going to have to leave them on the trailer. Probably maybe take them back to the yard, I don't know. We'll have to take them back to the yard because we're going to need that trailer because it's more heavy duty for moving other things. Why is this flashing? What's going on with the torch? That's weird. But yeah, we do have some progress. You can probably hear that in the background. There is people working, apparently, at this time of night. Yeah, I don't think we can get in here at all. All the doors seem to be, like, have some sort of framing or beams around them, so we can't really get in anywhere. It's still flashing in certain bits. That's weird. Must just be a little glitch of some sort. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can get in at all. There's not even a place to... No, I thought we were going to get in there, but no. Well, I think we'll have to go to sleep, get up tomorrow, and get the other 2 pallets. I'm just looking to see if there is another way in, but I don't think there is. So yeah, we're going to have to take these back to the yard, offload them, leave them there, get that 2 pallets in the morning, but that'll be in the next episode because tomorrow we are going to be jumping straight into seeding. We've got soybeans, and there is, what else is there? We've got soybeans, wheat I believe goes in. No, it doesn't. No, wheat was already planted. We've got soybeans, which goes in, oh that's April. Onions is the other one. So it's onions tomorrow, then the month after is soybeans. So we do have a little bit of time, so there's not much to do. Onions is going into field 19, which we haven't used manure on, because obviously that is going to be processed for humans, whereas 17 and 16, they are both going to be soybeans, and because they're going to the fish factory, we can put manure down on them. Other than that, I think we're good. There's no weeds in any of the fields. 14 needs ploughed and limed, but we're going to have to do that when we harvest that, which is going to be, that's canola. Where are we here? Canola is not until July. Oh, great. Right. We are going to leave the episode there. The animals are still up to date. They're fed. Still no new chicks today. But they have eaten half of the feed, and that is with 400 less than we had, and 10 new roosters as well. So they're going to have less feed when they're younger. In here, we need to probably go and get more fish feed. We did stop the sawmill because it's down to 280 litres left. There is 2 pallets of long planks if we need it. I imagine there's going to be wood beams fairly soon, but we do have a little bit in the castle storage. Sorghum at the grain mill is probably going to have to be stopped tomorrow as well, and these are all fine. That is just producing roof shingles just now for another 2 pallets. Yeah, so once that reaches that 2 pallets, we'll maybe stop the production. I don't want to go back onto castle stones actually, just in case they don't take it. I don't know. Let's have a look here and see if castle stone is accepted anywhere else. Oh, plenty of places, that's fine then. Right, that's good. We're not stuck with them then, that's a bonus. And again, we're waiting for the soybeans to run out, but they haven't done it yet. I did think about potentially doubling production, or at least doing 1.5 times the speed that it is, so it'll just increase the amount of cycles per month, but I'll also increase the cost by the percentage I increase the cycles. So that it does cost us more to run it quicker, which basically means I've employed more staff and we're able to produce more. Because it's slightly too slow. Although I don't think we need any canola. They're just sipping away at it really. Once the soybeans runs out, we have to stop it, but we have plenty of flour for next year. And we're still producing as well. It's not ran out, so how much do we have now? Another almost 10,000 litres of flour. Right, let's quickly check the sale. There's another baler there, but we've already got one, so we don't need a second one. Right, we're going to head back to the farm. jump into tomorrow, get rid of these castle stones in the yard because we don't need them just yet. And we'll use these in case we're strapped for cash, which I don't think we will be because it's only a few months until we can jump into about June, July-ish. And the salmon gets sold, so another big income. Right, we're going to leave the episode there. We'll drop this off. We'll see you tomorrow for the next episode, which is going to be planting onions in, taking up 2 pallets of roof shingles to there, keep on top of the animals. Probably nothing else to do really in that day. Maybe apply another layer of fertilizer to the field with the onions, but that's going to be solid fertilizer because there's nothing on the field just now. Right, we'll leave it there. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.